Today, when you enter class, you may notice that there is a setup like this. There is a pump and a set of lungs. These are pig lungs, and we use pig lungs because pig lungs look amazingly similar to human lungs. If we were to hang your lungs next to these lungs, it would be sort of hard to tell them apart. The lungs have been cut right below where your Adam's apple or voice box is, your larynx. And when you feel the front of your throat, you feel those bumps. Those ridges are rings of cartilage. They're not perfect circles. They are more like the letter C, and they keep the airway or trachea open. Against the back of the trachea, though, is your esophagus that leads to your stomach. And if the cartilage were perfect circles, then it would make it very hard and painful to swallow food. You will come up and you can feel the bumps, comparing them to your own bumps in your trachea or windpipe. The lungs are set up on this apparatus that is attached to a floor pump. This will be on the floor, and this is for you to, with your foot, press 3 times and 3 times only to inflate the lungs. When you press 1, 2, 3, you will see how big the lungs inflate. One of the lungs is slightly bigger than the other lung. As I turn it around, it'll be more obvious to you. This is because one side of the lung, the left side, has 1 or 2 lobes. The right side has 1, 2, 3 lobes. And you can even see the pulmonary artery and veins that lead to the heart. Notice the heart would have been right here, pumping away, right between the lungs, slightly to the left side of your chest. As you feel that the trachea is connected to 2 bronchi. The bronchi then split into smaller and smaller tubes inside of the lungs. So as you're feeling the lungs, you feel that they are not empty, but they are full of bronchi that branch into bronchial tubes that branch into smaller tubes. And each of those small tubes ends in little tiny sacs called alveoli. It's the alveoli that are surrounded by capillaries. And those capillaries carry the oxygen from your lungs to your blood, and the red blood cells carry those to all of the cells in your body. Then red blood cells pick up carbon dioxide, and when your blood gets pumped back to your lungs, then that's where the carbon dioxide is left off, and you exhale carbon dioxide. Breathing in oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide. That is respiration. That exchange of gases is the function or job of your lungs. Your lungs are the main organs of your respiratory system. Also, there may be a cross section, a cutout of lungs in a plastic bag. Please keep those in the plastic bags. That's for you to see the holes where the bronchial tubes pass through the lungs, but this is very delicate and should not be taken out of the bag. Again, 3 times to pump. 1, 2, 3. Don't over pump because the lungs aren't going to like explode or go fly all around the room or anything, but it will get little micro tears that will make it less able to inflate, and they won't pump up quite as big anymore if you overinflate the lungs.